What's up, YouTube? Johnny Sheets back with another banger. Been a while since I made a video. Today I wanted to just come on here and talk about something. I feel like I have some wisdom to share. Just want to talk about navigating hard times. Something that we're all going to go through at some point. I think that things like depression and anxiety are things that are like integral parts of the human experience. And just something that our souls have to experience. Our souls are on a journey. Alright, and Earth is just part of that journey. It's easy for us on Earth to look at it like this is everything. But that's a bad place to be. You don't want to look at it like that. And it's not the truth at all. Because it sucks here overall. Like, the future's not looking great, you know? The future's just scary. The world's a scary place. There's a lot of bad things going on, a lot of negativity everywhere. But once we die, we're going to go to a place and it's just going to be just love. We're all connected. I could get into that. That's a different topic. But what I'm trying to say is that our souls are on this journey. And life on Earth is just something that we have to do to get to the end goal, like to get to the next step in this journey that we're on, you know? And I just want to say that it's very important that you don't, I don't want YouTube to block this video because of what I'm saying. I'm trying to be more careful with what I say in this video. I want more people to see it if possible. But it's very important that if you feel this way, you don't unalive yourself, because that's going to mess everything up. You have to live this. Like, literally, as bad as your life gets, you have to just endure it, just experience it. You have to live your life. We're all here for a reason. And these are things that we've all heard 1,000 times, you know? And when you're in this mental space where you're depressed and you're suicidal, it's annoying. Like, it pisses you off to hear shit like that. Like, we're all here for a reason, you know? You feel like you're, like God doesn't care about you almost. Like, you're being, almost like the universe doesn't care about you. If you're in this situation, you know exactly what I mean. You feel just, like, alone and detached. But these are just trials that the soul has to go through. And once you make this realization that we're all here on this journey, it's all, I don't know, for me personally, it makes it a lot easier. Because after this, it's just going to get better, you know? It's only on the up and up. Life can always get worse. Like, take myself, for example. I'm sure some of y'all can relate to this. I'm 20, and I just work. I don't have a girlfriend or anything. And it's really hard to work full-time, and it's just hard to be, like, excited about living life when you're just working. Like, the next step for me, you know, I live with my parents, you know, I want to move out of my parents' house. But, you know, after that, then what? You know, just, you know, save up for a house. Then once I get the house, you know, then what? Just work till I retire, then what? And it feels very pointless if you look at it that way. But, you know, our souls are on this journey, you see. This is just a part of it. And if you look at it that way, it's going to feel miserable. Because it is pretty miserable, you know? But it can always get worse, you know? Like, that's my life right now. My mom could die tomorrow. That would be devastating to me. That would be horrible. And what would I do? I'd just keep working. My life wouldn't change. Like, I wouldn't, you know, it can always get worse. You kind of just gotta endure it. Which, if you're in this situation, this position, and you're depressed, you're considering suicide, that sounds just, like, really miserable to hear. You just have to understand that we're on this longer path, you know? It's more than just this life. And, you know, you can't change the situation. I mean, you can't change the situation that you're in. Like, there's things that you do. You can't change your life, though. Life isn't fair. That's what I'm trying to say. Life isn't fair. You gotta pray to the skies and change your stars, I guess. You know, you can be miserable your whole life, or you can be happy. But, you know, getting there is the challenge. That's why perspective is so important when you're navigating through these hard times and you're dealing in difficult parts of your life. You gotta remind yourself of the blessings in your life. You gotta remind yourself, you know, you just gotta, I mean, I'm just kind of repeating myself a lot, I understand. But you just gotta really understand that this is just part of the journey that our souls are on, you see. And there'll be bad times and there'll be good times. But it's all just part of the journey. It's all just something that we gotta experience. And, so that raises the question, you know, then what's the point of life? If this is just something we gotta experience, is it just to, like, get it over with, you know? And it's not at all. The point of life is to learn. The point of life, the meaning of life, is just to learn and to love everybody, because we're all connected. You know, through however you look at it, we're all connected through God. Look at through science, you know, we're all made of the same atoms and particles and quarks and shit. We're all connected, no matter how you look at it, and you just gotta, you know, as the Bible says, love thy neighbor as I love thyself. I'm not super religious, but you know, something like that. And there was something else I was gonna say. But yeah, just keep pushing forward. It'll always get better. Once we die, once we're past this life, we're all gonna be in a better place, and there's no reason to spend your time being depressed on this earth if you can help it. You know, you only get a certain amount of time on here. Life can be beautiful if you let it be. You know, look around. Nature's beautiful. Look outside. Honestly, if you're having a bad day, just going outside is a really good way to turn things around. Just take a walk, look at nature. There's something about society and the development of technology that's kind of taken us away from nature, and I think that's bad. I think that there's something in us, like a human part of us, that needs to be in nature, with nature. I'm not like I don't fucking go outside or anything. I barely go outside. Like I just work and go to the gym, and that's like pretty much it. But yeah, just go outside. You know, read a book. Just learn to enjoy the simple things in life. You know, because you only get to experience it once, as far as I know. You know, maybe we get to experience it again. Maybe if you don't learn the right lessons in life, or if you unalive yourself, you'll have to do it over again. You know, that's an interesting thought. Now I don't know what happens if you don't learn the right lessons. I just know that it's very important that we're here to learn. I can't talk at all. I don't know what this video is gonna look like. Probably gonna be 1,000 cuts in this bitch. I can't fucking talk to save my life. It's pissing me off. This bitch trying to race me. We're pushing 65 in a 50. Is she trying to race me or pass me? She's gonna have to slow down because there's a car in her lane. Alright. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say in this video. Just keep your head up. There's light at the end of the tunnel, even when it doesn't feel like there is. Just believe me that that's true. And yeah, shout out Boldy James, and have a blessed night.